I wish I could find my statistic that I put out there when it came to the stats on children disappearing, children being kidnapped. And I even had somebody argue with me, and this would probably be a good time for me to try to repost that video where they tried to say that nobody kidnaps children during the daytime. And I actually told them, and I corrected them. I said, actually, that makes perfect sense because children aren't out at night like that for the most part. They're usually out during the daytime. So the only time that you usually will see kids out and about is while the sunlight is out. So that's actually, if people are going to kidnap kids, that'd be the perfect time for them to do it because that's the only time you're going to see the kids, right? So in this situation, this man who looks like, I don't know what he looks like. I haven't really thought of it yet. This man looks like a hot sewer rat. But before I get into disparaging his looks, let me give a disclaimer before y'all flag me down over here, all right? Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story from ABC7NY, which is NewYork.com. So thank you for the article. Oh my God. Somebody said he looks like Master Sphincter instead of Master Splinter. He does. Look at this fool. I want y'all to take a look at this man. Like, y'all remember on, what was that movie, the Nutty Professor? And he said, what did he say about his hair? He said, why'd you put that on top of your head? Take that pile of shit off the top of your head. Boy, you just gone too far with the jokes. Like, look at that. This man looks a mess. He looks like Master Sphincter instead of Master Splinter. That man looks like a hot sewer rat. This man looks like Meals on Wheels. This man looks like a low budget Meals on Wheels. Like, oh my God. Like, it's just, you wouldn't think like this man looks like, oh my God. Y'all do y'all want to see the video? It's like, it's unbelievable that this happened. And on top of that, he snatched up a black child from black parents who were standing right there. So to that fool that made that video about me all those years ago, that tried to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the statistics and the number and the information and the facts, and I know some of that is redundant, but whatever, talking about that I got this wrong when it comes to, no, the kids aren't actually being taken like that. Yeah, actually they are. And I continue to keep presenting videos and people continue to deny the evidence. So if y'all want to see the video, I'll play it and let y'all see. I'm going to put it on the big screen. I'm going to make it big so y'all can see it on the whole damn screen. This is Coney Island, New York. If y'all live in New York, y'all taking a damn L for this. A man is in custody, if you can even call him a man. I don't look like a man. Is in custody after he snatched a 6-year-old black child. I'm saying black child. Snatched a black child off the street in Coney Island. And then once he got caught, he threw the boy right there. Like he threw him like he's on Mario Brothers or something. He took the boy and picked him up and threw him like he was on Streets of Rage or something. Like, y'all remember that video game, Double Dragon, Streets of Rage? You take the person and then you take them and then you throw them and sling them into somebody else. I swear to God, look, y'all got to see this video. That's exactly what this damn fool did. He picked up a black child off the street in Coney Island, New York. And once he got caught, he picked the boy up and threw the boy at his parents. And what makes it even weirder, the parents took off running after him and they actually stepped on their own child just to go chase after this man. Both of them did. And they left their child just laying there on the ground, which was crazy in itself. On Sunday night, the streets were filled with people enjoying the final hours of the holiday weekend. Roy Nat, Sharon Robinson, and their son, Rah'Shem Gant, were looking to buy popcorn at the corner of Stillwell and Surf when a stranger dressed head to toe in black, wearing a tall hat, suddenly grabbed the boy, who was again 6 years old, and then once he got caught, he threw the boy to the ground as his parents ran after him and pursued him. The incident was captured on video. I think I just want to show y'all the video, as I can skip a lot of this other foolishness when it comes to this article. So let's get right into it. Y'all got to see this.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
If y'all are watching this video, we're going to get right into it. Do me a favor and please hit that thumbs up. Let me put this on the big screen. I want y'all to see this. Wait, that's the arrest video. Hold on. Y'all have got, actually, hold on. I could play it from here. I'll make it bigger. Hold on.
Tonight we are getting our first look at the man accused of trying to kidnap a 6-year-old little boy in Brooklyn. And when the boy's parents saw what was happening, that man threw the child to the ground. Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang spoke with that young boy and his very relieved parents.
It was scary, and I didn't like it.
6-year-old Rah'Shem Gant has good reason to be frightened after this bizarre and alarming episode in Coney Island Sunday night. The family was on their way to get some popcorn before heading home to Queens when a stranger suddenly picked up their son and started walking off with him, as you can see in this cell phone video.
When he saw me come, he ran and he slammed my son on the ground. I took off running after this guy because he will not, and cannot get away.
Eventually, the parents pinned down the man on Surf and Stillwell and held him until police arrived. 36-year-old Jonathan Robolino now charged with assault and attempted kidnapping.
He deserves whatever comes to him for what he did with my child.
In the heat of the moment, both parents ran after the man while strangers watched their son and 10-month-old daughter were told.
Y'all see this? It looks unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this.
Comes to him for what he did with my child.
In the
right here, he swooped down on him like Spider-Man.
Heat of the moment,
lifted him up, picked
both
him
parents
up.
Ran after the man while
that boy is almost the same size as this man at 6 years old. Okay, so this man is literally the size of a 7-year-old. Y'all hear me? Look at this. It's unreal. You said you bet he's an illegal? I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it at all. How many of y'all want to bet that he's probably in this country illegal as hell? And people who voted for Joe Biden, oh yeah, it's okay to have open borders. These people just want to be here and they just want to work and make a living and make a better life for themselves. Well, no, then you got people like this that want to pump boys in the booty hole. You got people like this. I just did a story, 2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago, about a man who literally said he was a part of the cartel. A lot of y'all didn't even see that video. I see y'all skipped right over that one. And he kidnapped 3 boys. And he was of Latin descent. He took 3 boys. What you think he was taking them for? For slave labor or for sexual purposes? Most of these people coming into this country illegally, the countries that they come from, they don't believe in this moral compass that we have, that, yeah, you shouldn't be out here taking advantage of children sexually. But yet, you continue to keep having situation after situation, person after person that they're either looking for or catching and putting out there. And thank you so much to Fox News for showing what's real. Everybody else out there talking about ICE and the riots, they're bad. They're taking people away from their jobs. And you got these people coming here illegally in our damn country, out here pumping your kids in the booty hole. Y'all just mad at those other people. Not y'all, the AFC. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all are good people. Them other folks on that other side is mad until it happens to their kid. Then they switch sides because that's some convenient ass shit to do. It's okay for you to have a fence around your house, but no. Nobody else needs to have a fence because that shows that they're being racist. You shouldn't have a fence or a gate or a wall around your house because you're racist. But these people, these haves, the ones who are not the have-nots, they got all the protection in the world. But yet every day you got somebody's kid out here being snatched up. Now, who out there would believe if I told you that it was a man that was only about 2.5 centimeters taller than a 6-year-old was out here picking up and stealing black boys? Who would actually, while the parents were standing there, who would actually believe that? Nobody would. Nobody American would believe that. Like, really? But that's bullshit. That didn't actually happen until I show you the fucking video. And then you're like, oh my God, it actually did happen. Oh my God, this little Mexican rat looking motherfucker then grabbed some black kid and ran off with him so he can go play in his underwear.
For what he did to with my child.
In the heat of the moment,
Look at
both
this.
parents ran after the man.
He was gone. He one-handed picked him up. That little boy didn't scream, didn't holler, nothing. Boy, that's scary.
Strangers
Parents called him,
watch their
boom. And what did he do? He took this boy and threw him like he was on an episode of Streets of Rage in real life in the New York streets and boom, 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 boom. Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, boom, 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 boom. And he took the boy, all right. Took that boy and threw him like garbage. Look at this.
son and
Bam. And the boy is, God dog, I'm glad the boy is okay. But Jesus Christ, man. And look, and he fell over in the weirdest way, over backwards. And watch what these parents do. I got this on the big screen.
10-month-old daughter.
They ran and left the kid. Not one of you stupid motherfuckers is going to stay behind and protect the kid that just almost got kidnapped.
Son and
Bam. Threw him.
10-month-old daughter.
They both took off.
Told the crowd later confirmed
Now,
for
look,
police.
let me say
that
this to the mom. Mom, that's why you have a man, a husband, a father. Let him go over there and go deal with that low-budget Jackie Chan and go over there and go whoop his ass if that's what he ends up doing. We're not telling nobody to break the law, but we're just not going to be mad if somebody ends up breaking the law for stealing. Breaking the law. We're not going to be mad at somebody for breaking the law for protecting their kid, right? I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to have this much to say about this story. I think things and I just have to get them out. That's what you got your man for. Let him go out there and go be the crash dummy and go chase this man down in traffic and let him get, I don't know, he gonna mess around and catch rabies fucking around fighting with that dude. But mom, your instinct should have been to stay with your child. Breaking the law. All right? I'm just saying, man, damn. The same kid that you're trying to protect is the same kid that y'all literally abandoned for the next pedophile to run up and just grab him. Like, oh, y'all left him on the ground. Now is a good chance to go get him.
parents were the victims.
The cops came and they thought that we was just jumping on somebody for no reason.
I just had my foot on his chest to hold him down. I didn't have the heart to stomp him. Violence is not my way.
Keep thinking about the man put me on the ground. And I keep thinking about it right now.
Rah'Shem finally got his popcorn a day later, but fear leaves a
Attempted kidnapping caught on camera. This unsettling video shows a man snatch a boy off the street in Coney Island with his parents quickly chasing after.
And the parents accidentally kicked the boy in the face. Like, golly.
Green is live in Brooklyn. Kendall, the video is just heart-stopping, and you actually talked to the mom and the little boy. How are they doing tonight?
Hey, good evening, Steve and Natasha. This family tells me they just came to Coney Island to enjoy the amusement park, to eat some popcorn and make memories with their families, just like many of the families do come out here. And things just took a turn when the suspect tried to kidnap this 6-year-old within feet of his family, and it was all caught on camera. Now, 36-year-old Jonathan Robolino is under arrest tonight. Police say that he's the man seen in this video attempting to run off with the child in Coney Island last night. The boy's parents tell us the family was walking together from the amusement park just before 10 p.m. near the intersection of Surf and Stillwell Avenues, and that's when they say Robolino literally...
The people who was filming was just people with their phone out, just random folks.
Picked up the child like a football, and the child can be heard on camera calling for one of his parents as he was lifted off the sidewalk. Now, thankfully, he didn't get too far, but we caught up with the child's mom and asked her about the moment last night, watching her child in a stranger's arms, inching further and further from safety.
Somebody ran to him and scooped him up, unbeknownst to me. I heard him yell. I turn around.
I like the fact that she used that big word, unbeknownst to me, and she used it in the right context. Good job, Mom. I like that.
Complete stranger with my son, footballing him like a football, holding him in his arm and running away. I run towards him. I say, hey, what happened? He ignores me, keeps running. When he saw he couldn't outrun me, he slammed him to the ground mid-air. Head hit the concrete. His knees hit the concrete. He's screaming. I couldn't worry about that. I had to go catch him because the police were doing nothing.
It was scary. I bumped into the guy to go to the candy shop to get popcorn, and the guy threw me on the ground for a reason. Then all the people said, stop. He threw me on the ground.
Mr. Robolino, what made you grab that 6-year-old child? Anything to say to his parents? Now, that was the suspect being walked from the 60th precinct, and Robolino is facing charges that include assault, attempted kidnapping, and failure to exercise control of a minor. Now, that 6-year-old was taken to the hospital for evaluation, and he and his parents, they returned back out here to tell their story. They said they did not want to let that incident ruin their experience, which was supposed to be a good one here.
And dad, man, bro, you might need to go hit a gym, bro. There's no reason that you should have been able to catch that fool. He wasn't even running that fast. Like, you should have been able to track him down. Like, Dad looked like he used to play on the football line. Should have been able to catch that dude, man. I used to be a lineman too. Maybe a little bit of smaller lineman. But I would have been able to catch that dude within a couple of steps. He wouldn't have made it that damn far.
Happy Tuesdays with Julie. Let's bring her in. Hey, Julie.
It is a happy Tuesday with Julie.
Always a happy Tuesday.
Nah, he's wildin'.
Luckily, the parents didn't freeze. That man dropped the boy, got chased into an intersection, and now he's in custody. And the kid's safe at home. You hear about kidnapping all the time. You never see it happen in real time.
No, and in front of the parents. The mother and father both actually ran down the guy, and then within 4 minutes, the cops were there. But they actually had to tackle this guy and hold him down until the cops showed up. Fortunately, the cops were there within 4 minutes. But here's the example of why New York City is so screwed up, because there are criminals that are brazen enough to actually attempt to kidnap a child in front of clearly a very busy street with spectators and witnesses in front of the parents.
What was he wearing? A fez? Is that what you call that hat?
I don't know. I would call it dreads. I think those were dreads.
I think that was a fez.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That was not dreads.
I didn't know you were so hip.
Well, I'm just cultured.
Yeah.
Next up,
Man.
Okay, I guess that's enough of that. But anyway, I think y'all get the point. Again, this is a good situation because they did get their kid back. He'll be a little bit traumatized, but at some point, you put him in enough sports, enough activities, enough school, he'll probably forget about this whole thing. But nonetheless, this guy here, this type of mentality cannot be fixed. It cannot be rehabbed or anything. There is no reason for him to be ever on the streets again as a free person. This is the type of person that if you could just deport people that don't need to be in the country, this will probably be one. He'd be a great candidate to send over there to Alligator Alcatraz or what's that other place? El Salvador. Send him out of the country. There's no reason, even though he might be from here, who cares? He don't need to be here. Thank you guys so much for listening, and keep a prayer up for that boy. And to the parents next time around, let daddy go handle the danger, mom, especially if both of y'all are there, and you look after the baby. Because if that turns out bad, let the dad put his life at risk. One of y'all got to look out for the kid, okay? But both of y'all shouldn't have took off running and then left the kid behind. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about this, okay? Thank you.